Hi, this is Misha, and I had no idea what either of these looked like before getting these models from Eaglemoss. That's kind of the reason I did it. They had a sale, it was near my birthday. What the hell? My wife and I both really enjoyed the Battlestar Galactica, the reboot, reimagining. I even like the original series for some campy fun, although I think it has some bizarre tonal choices. She's not a fan of it, but she didn't grow up with it, so there is that. Here we have the just released, at least when I'm recording this, original series style Cylon Basestar, or base ship as it's sometimes referred to more recently. And we have the reimagined Galactica BS-75, which is a really cool, really cool model. So, first of all, I put these on camera together because one neat thing I think they did to pay homage to the original series and the re-envisioned was to say essentially the first Cylon War, they used a lot of the original style ships. So if you see the few episodes or the Razor movie where they're showing the original war, this is the type of capital ship the Cylons are using. And they're using the older style Raiders too, which is neat. And since the reimagined Battlestar is an old girl that was in that original war, it would have gone up against that ship. So why not? So, the Basestar. When I first opened the package, my reaction was, huh? I had no idea what these look like, really. Had some vague descriptions that they're sort of flying saucer-ish, but yeah, I thought it's either a really flat hamburger, or really I thought more of like a stack of pancakes, kind of a medium stack of pancakes like you'd get at the IHOP or the Waffle House or anywhere else. It kind of made me hungry. So after going and getting some pancakes, I went back and looked at it, and it's kind of neat. I do like it. I like how it has kind of the internal bays, how you slide in there. That's neat. It's different. I mean, it's got that classic 70s retro feel, but it's different enough. And like I said, I got these on sale, so I didn't pay full bore price. I don't know if I would have done that, but for a sale price, it worked pretty good. It is mostly plastic, or PVC, or polymers, whatever it is. This is pretty good material. It has more flex to it than most of your cheap plastics. And it holds detail quite well. A lot of plastics have a limit of where you can really detail them. So the outside is plastic, but this inside core is the metal to reinforce it. And I cannot tell the difference between the top and the bottom. In theory, the top of the original Basestar should have two big cannons, two big laser cannons. Oh, that's one thing also to note that they did to keep the original battles from the reimagined consistent with the theme of bullets and explosions in the new show. They did replace the lasers on the old ships with projectile weapons, which I am perfectly okay with. It's interesting to note that in the original series, this would have been more powerful than a Battlestar, but in the reimagined series, the new base ships, which they usually call them, they do refer to them as base stars in the miniseries, but when it came to the series, they're called base ships, are less powerful than a Battlestar, especially when you take the fighter complement out. In either case, it seems like both really rely on their raiders. Whereas the Battlestar here is its own thing. It's that thing that science fiction authors love to do. It's a combination of carrier and battleship cruiser, which any of us that do history at all, no, is not a great combination. The right tool for the right job, in my opinion, but for science fiction it works. And to be fair, these were supposed to have support craft. Now I'm assuming these pods are fully deployed, guys. Again, I don't know, because it looks like there's a cavity they go in. So is that how that works? Is they just retract into the body when they jump? I assume so. This is mostly the plastic material with metal reinforcement and kind of a metal core. Again, for the details, since there's a lot of small details, I understand why they did it. Do like the flight pods here. It's neat. See where the raptors and the raptors, I think, come out the regular way. Anyway, the vipers come out. I like how they're kind of triangular shaped, like the vipers. Size is okay. I would, seeing how large the Mark II and the Mark I Vipers were, I kind of expected this to be a little bigger, but then again, it is pretty long and it's very chunky. So I guess they're going for basically two scales, a scale for the small ships and a scale for the big ones. Because let's be honest, even if they made this twice as big, your Viper would be tinier than a thumbnail. So yeah, it's just what you do. It's how models are. If you're going to have one style, it's that. I'm really interested to see what they come out with in this series in the future. Anyone know? I know the Mark VII Viper is coming next year. That's all I know. I'd like to see a Raptor. I'd like to see a Heavy Raider. I'd like to see, of course, the Pegasus. And I'd actually like to see some of the more obscure colonial craft like the Battlestar Valkyrie, or even like some of the electronic ships. And I wouldn't mind seeing Colonial 1, but since they're not releasing these very frequently and since they are expensive, I'd rather use the issues we get for military ships. If they get around to doing all the military ships, then, you know, start doing famous civilian ships like that and Cloud9, but for now, yeah, pretty neat. And now I know what the Battlestar looks like. So next, give me the Pegasus so I know what it can look like. Or the original Battlestar. I know the two are pretty close, but I would take both. I have a somewhat idea about how the original looks based on old school models and toys and things, but to be honest, it's been ages since I've seen this stuff. Well, you must be new to the channel because this channel is new. Appreciate you stopping in. So I'm still kind of working on this and all that. Do check out some of my other videos, and if you like, please check out our main page, Mishaco. A link is in the description below. Well, as always, this is Misha, and I will catch you next time.